One of the reasons why the Bible is so little understood is because we read it very carelessly on a surface level and not take time to think of what we're reading, to examine closely the text. For example, let's take some words from the fourth commandment, Exodus 20, verse 11. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is. Let's look at that again. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven, earth, the sea, and all that in them is. In other words, all that in them is refers to all that is in heaven, all that is in the earth, all that is in the sea, all that in them is. Now, why was the heaven made? Why was the earth made? Well, the Bible tells us clearly, the heavens declare the glory of God. Psalm 19, verse 1. The Bible tells us in Isaiah 6, verse 3, the earth is full of God's glory. And we know from Isaiah 43, verse 7, people were created for God's glory. When you understand that, we were made for the glory of God. And then you listen to the words of Jesus Christ in John 8:29. And he that hath sent me is with me. The Father hath not left me alone, for I do always those things that please him. Always. Now you combine that with John 17, verse 4. I have glorified thee on the earth. I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do. Whatever the Father sent Christ to do, he did. That comes down to one word: obedience. Perfect obedience of Jesus Christ was the only way he could have fulfilled the Father's will. Now, to glorify God is simply to obey him. When we read in Psalm 19, verse 1, the heavens declare the glory of God, my listening friends, the heavenly bodies in their own way obey God. Isaiah 6, verse 3, the whole earth is full of his glory. The trees obey, the winds obey, the seas which God made, the animals in the sea, they obey. All through creation we have plain and simple obedience. But right at the head of creation we have mankind. And the only way you and I can glorify God is to obey him. We were made for his glory. We were made to obey him, that through our obedience, glory and honor may come to his name. And so you listen to the words again of the fourth commandment, verse 11 of Exodus 20. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, and the seas, and all that in them is. And part of what is on the earth is humanity made by God for his glory. Therefore, the Sabbath is the weekly reminder in a very emphatic way. You and I are on this earth to obey God, and by obeying him, bring glory to his name. Are you obeying God, my dear friend? You can probably guess what I'm about to ask you. Observing the seventh-day Sabbath is obeying God. And I ask again, are you obeying God? I leave you to answer. May the Lord bless you, doubly bless your children as you keep the Sabbath holy.